Yo, what's going on, my boy? With the brand new guys today. Welcome to the channel. For this one, look at your boys back with another video for you guys this week. As you can hear in the voice, we're still a little sick, but we have enough energy to actually put some energy and enthusiasm into the videos because we're feeling a little bit better. But today's video, I'm going to talk about last night's national team game. You know, the ladies plays on against the Dutch. It was a very, very big game because it was Alyssa Nair's final game with the national team. But also, this was the first game where Lily Johannes got to play after making her choice. I want to say, did she play it? I don't remember if she played the England game. My brain is drawing blanks on the entire England game. But she played against the Dutch last night, which is a big deal because, you know, her choice for national teams was USA or the Dutch, and she chose USA over the Dutch. Let's get into the next scene. So USA won 2-1. You know, it was a solid game for the most part when it comes to the competitive nature from both teams. You know, yes, it's a friendly, but usually when it comes to women's national team games, no matter what country it is, people they don't play like it's a friendly. You know, yeah, you're trying out new formations, you're trying out new players, you're getting new players acclimated with the national team. But when it comes to the goal isn't to just, you know, kind of chill. The intensity is there as if it's, you know, a very, very important game. And this was a very important game. I don't think the England game was as important to the team, but this was an important game because they wanted to win for Alyssa Nair because, again, it's her last game. But also they wanted to win for Lily because they're playing against the team that she chose. So in the game, you know, Verley, she scored off a corner where there was a no call. You know, Naomi Girma, she got pushed to the ground on which would have been a shot for her to defend against, and that's what the corner was scored. You know, Verley pushed German to the ground. You literally see her, you know, full two hands to the back, push German to the ground, and German's like, you know, like there's no call on it. They didn't even like bother with VAR. And then a little later in the game, same player, was it a free kick? I think it was a free kick. And she headed it into the goal to score the own goal. So, you know, she had 2 goals last night. You know, a goal for the Netherlands and then a goal for USA. But then, you know, later in the game, Lynn Williams does best, score clutch goals to send Alyssa Nair off with, you know, a win. But what I want to talk about when it comes to this, you know, we played a 4-2-3-1. So did they. We lined up with Coffee and Corbin Albert, who's been going through a lot of flack. During the England game, she got booed heavily by the crowd. For those who don't remember, Corbin Albert went through some drama. Was it last year or no? It was a few months ago. It was during summer, where she liked a bunch of TikToks that were very transphobic and, you know, things like that. So she's been going through like a lot of hate on the internet. You know, she had to had a closed door meeting with the team to talk to her and things like that. You had people who, you know, were posting, people from her teammates and people who, you know, are retired from the national team posting tweets and things on IG, you know, about the dangers of what she did and, you know, their support for the LGBT community. So Corbin got hella boos against England by that crowd because of that drama. Which Corbin apologized for. You know, like I said, she's had a closer meeting with the team, and the team, you know, has forgiven her, things like that. But so she started. Coffee started, obviously. He asked me, Ryan got more play time. Jaden Shaw started as a striker. Rose on the left. Lindsay Horan, who's been getting a lot of shit by fans the last 2 games. She's been getting a lot of shit. Then you had Niswanger, Fox on the wings, and then Girma and Davison in at center back. The thing that, other than, you know, Lily coming in to play as the cam, and obviously the win, what stood out to me the most in this game in particular was Niswanger. Niswanger was getting cooked the entire game. Like, anytime the Dutch went to that left side, she was getting cooked, and it seemed like most of their offense came through that way. Like, they just noticed it and just kept picking at her. Like, there wasn't a lot happening at all on the right side of the field when it comes to the Netherlands attack. But they just kept going to that left side, and they just kept attacking Jenna, who was just getting cooked the entire freaking night. It was like, bruh. Like, even when it comes to like the goal that they got, that corner comes off of, you know, Niswanger getting cooked, and was it Nair who got the save, or was it a Davison clear? I don't remember what it was, but, you know, the entire night was just Niswanger getting cooked. It could just be an off game, you know. Or, you know, she might not be the answer at left back. We'll see. She's usually pretty good though, so it could just be like being off game. People have off games. That's just part of sports. You know, your favorite player that's had off games. That's natural. And at least it's a friendly. If you're gonna have an off game, at least it's good to have it in a friendly because the game just doesn't actually like freaking matter. But it was a good game though. It was a good, entertaining game. The Dutch are a very strong side. And I think people kind of like forget about that because you got to remember, like, this is women's football isn't what it used to be. You know, back when like Hope Solo was in net, the talent wasn't there for the rest of the world. Like, yeah, France is still, you know, pretty solid. Spain was okay, but not great. But really at that time, when Hope Solo was in net, the biggest competition for the US was just Japan and Canada. Whereas like now, with Listener in net, and this is why I consider her to be the greatest of all time. This is why a lot of other players, you know, consider her to be the greatest of all time. I've seen posts after the game where it's like, you know, there's players who are like, no, she's the GOAT. And it's because the talent she faces. She doesn't face two good teams. She's facing an entire world of good teams because the Swiss are good. You know, Dutch are good. Brazil is good. France is you know, still good, and Germany is good. Like, everyone who is good on the men's side is now good on the women's side because they've all invested heavily into the teams now. But it's like in there, you know, again, even with, you know, these teams all getting, you know, better and better and better, she remains the same constant for the United States national team, and she's just been the best keeper in the world the entire freaking time. You know, and even when the team has fallen flat, they didn't fall flat because of her. They fell flat because, you know, they couldn't generate any offense. You know, the USA, when they lost the World Cup, they didn't lose because they got their ass beat. They lost because they couldn't score. You know, and that's what it was. Like, they were in every game that they played in because of Alyssa Nair. He had some crazy freaking saves, and the reason why they didn't win is because they just couldn't score. But she had a good game. Again, that one goal probably shouldn't have been a goal if they actually, you know, noticed that German got pushed down. Maybe the referee felt like she went down too easy. But, you know, it was definitely like a push down. But it was a good game. Again, to me, the big standout is Nightswanger having a rough game. You know, everyone else was doing pretty solid. Not sure how I felt about Jaden Shaw as a striker. You know, she is much better as like a cam. She's a 10. But she's also just a very good clinical player. So you can play her pretty much anywhere on the attack, and she will succeed. So maybe like more time as a striker, we'll start to see her develop that striker that game more as being like a 9. But she's definitely a 10. And, you know, she also plays as a winger. I think her natural position was like left wing, but like she got moved to right mid and as a cam by the Wave. That's kind of what she's been playing as well with the national team. Again, Lily didn't play a long time, so it's not like a lot to like go off of when it comes to her performance. She was pretty solid for where she was on. And you got to imagine it's a lot of weight on her shoulders, you know, going out there against the team, because she still plays for Ajax. So even though she chose the USA, she still plays for Ajax. She still has to deal with the Dutch faithful. But yeah, this time is be like a long video. I just want to like talk about this game, talk about, you know, my thoughts on it. You know, it will sound like, I don't know what to look forward to. It's not something like games, but, you know, we have the She Believe Cup, obviously. But what I'm referring to when I say look forward to is just performances. You know, you want to see, you know, how people are going to perform. The first game we're going to have She Believes Cup's going to be in February against Colombia. And you can't overlook Colombia. They're a solid team with Mayra Ramirez and Lacey Santos. Australia, you know, they're always going to be able to compete. And Japan's one of our biggest rivals, if not our biggest rival. Like some might say Canada, but, you know, Japan might be the USA's biggest rival, especially when it came to like those early years. Not earliest, but like the, you know, the prime of women's soccer growing in the early 2000s. It was definitely Japan. But yeah, so looking into those games, it's going to be interesting to see how the squad like lines up. You know, against, now that Alyssa Nair is going to be gone, you know, you're gonna, like I said, I had a video before about who's next at keeper. Will it be Kingsbury? Will it be Campbell? Will it be Tolis Joyce? Will it be Mandy Hall? Like, there's going to be like we're going to be seeing some changes at keeper, and we don't know who the permanent keeper is going to be. We don't know if Emma Hayes already has in mind who she wants to be the number 1. You know, like she might try some games out You'll be like, okay, we'll see how it's going to work out. Or she, like I said, she might already had her in her head exactly who's going to be starting to keep her for her. That's potential. But anyways, that's it for me. That's it for this video. Thank you all for watching below. Enjoy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. I've been your boy, Mr. Archer. I'll see you guys rocking my USA Christian Press jersey. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out here. Deuces.